In the last video, people were asking me what funnel I was doing that was getting a 15x return. So I call it the referral funnel. And I'm going to talk about exactly the process. I'm going to run the numbers for you. This is the exact funnel that I used to scale my agency to 7 figures before I sold it. And this is the same one I'm using to help other agents do the same thing. So if you guys haven't seen the video where we're getting insurance leads and I show you exactly how we're running these ads and what type of creatives that we're using. I will put that link in the description. But the funnel I'm talking about is called the referral funnel. No, the referral funnel is, let's talk a little bit about the process of loan officers and the relationship between loan officers and insurance agents, right? So loan officers need insurance to close on the home. So a lot of times the client might already have their own personal insurance agent, but most of the times they do not. So they'll ask the loan officer, do you know an insurance agent? And that's how you get the referral, right? So how the totem pole looks right now is the real estate agent is on the top. The loan officer wants to work with real estate agents because the real estate agent is typically working with the end client. So how it works is real estate agent works with the client. They find the home, they send it to the loan officer to get pre-qualified. Once they get pre-qualified, they get an insurance quote to see how much the insurance is going to be because they got to run the numbers, right? But we're on the bottom of that totem pole. And I say we as an insurance agents, we've always been on the bottom of the totem pole. So story that I have is when I was working for a big company, I'll just say it is I was working for Liberty Mutual, and part of their training was going out, and they called it a milk route, going out and to different sales loan officer offices and asking for referrals. Now, that always seemed weird to me. I just don't like begging for business. I always like to bring value first before I receive it. It just didn't work for me and I hated doing it. So when I started my own agency, yes, I thought about what can I bring, what kind of value can I bring to these mortgage people in order for them to send me business, and that way I can be as valuable as possible to them, and that way they want to work with me and they want to send me their business. So I wanted to, well, this is me, by the way, begging for business when I worked for that company, and I did not like that. So I wanted to flip the totem pole, meaning me be on top, then the loan officer, and then the real estate agent. So how I did that, I started running Facebook ads for my insurance agency when I started, and it was doing very well as far as getting home and auto insurance leads because I was running a lot of those ads locally. But then I had a loan officer that was sending me business. I'm like, maybe I can get him leads also. So that's what I did, and that's what started this whole process where it works well for him. He ended up closing his first deal like 40 days later, and he got a big commission check. You guys know loan officers make more money per deal than we do. So I'm like, well, if this will work for one loan officer, then it should work for others. So he introduced me to a loan officer, and then that kept going. So basically, it's you running ads, and then you sending those leads to the loan officer, and then the loan officer sending you their business. So it's circle, right? It goes all around back to you. And what we do on the ads, we target people that are wanting to buy a new home, right? We sell them the dream. Hey, this is how you can buy a home. And how it works is we run ads, paid ads, and when we get those leads, we send them into our system. And our system that I created will round robin those leads to your LOs. As long as you have your LO in the system, it'll round robin to those LOs. If you have 15, if you have 20, at the peak, we were working with over 20 loan officers in our agency that was sending us deals. So we had to round robin those leads to them. So our system automatically round robins to them, and then they get the lead on their phone or on the app that we created, and that's how it works. So this way, you're running the leads, you own the leads, and you send them to the LO that you want. Now, let's just say, for example, that this LO hasn't sent you business in a while. You cancel that LO because you own the system, and then you add in another LO, right? And you can do this several times until you get the loan officers that are actually sending you business back. So that is pretty much how the system works. You, as an insurance agent, send the leads, and then they send their business. Now, they only not only do they send the deals that you gave them, they send the deals that they create on their own. That's what you want. You want to build a relationship where that the only way this is going to work is if you are sending me the majority or all of your deals, because you're spending your own money and time to set this up for them. Now, another way to even increase the value and give more value to your loan officers is tell your loan officer this. Once you pre-qualify them, now give that lead or that referral to your real estate agent. So you send the lead to your mortgage, to your loan officer, your mortgage specialist. They pre-approve them, and then they go and call the real estate agent. Hey, I got a guy that's pre-approved. He's looking for a house here in Houston in the suburbs. The real estate agent now has a deal. Now that real estate agent is loyal to the loan officer, and the loan officer is loyal to you. Now, let me show you what the process is like, and this could be you right here, the fully automated guy, versus the insurance agent that comes here and brings donuts. Who's more valuable? This guy's looking at him. Look. Anyway, here's how the process works, right? So start with a small budget to spend on the ads because you got to spend the ads. Typically anywhere from 10 to 20 a day. I recommend 20 and maybe 10 if you don't have any loan officers to send them to in the beginning, right? So this can pull anywhere from 50 to 75 home buyer leads. I'm being conservative there. It just varies. It could be all the way to 100 leads with that small budget. It just depends on your area typically or how many people are running this, which by the way, almost nobody's running these ads anymore since I sold my agency. There's not that many people that are doing this. Then what you do is you hit up these LOs on LinkedIn and Facebook. We have a strategy on how to do that. We have the scripts and everything on what to say, what to post, or you can go in person. If you're a good salesperson in person, you can go in there and ask them if they want leads as a test. You put them in the system and you see how the system works. They get the leads and see if they like them, provided that they refer back. You don't want to be adding LOs if they're not sending you business, right? It doesn't work that way. It can't be a one-way street. It has to be a two-way street. And then you follow up. And see if they continue getting you leads. If not, you go back, go in the system, and you X them out. Hey, that one didn't work out for whatever reason, right? And then what you do is you just rinse and repeat. You go and find more loan officers in your area that are willing to send you leads and are willing to work the leads that you're giving them. So how do you scale this? The way to scale this is now you will increase the ad spend so you can get more leads so you can distribute those to more loan officers. You don't have to scale it, but if you want to get more loan officers, you do have to provide more leads. Typically, I like to give loan officers in the beginning at least 5 to 10 leads to start with. And then what happens is those loan officers are sending those leads to their real estate agent referral partners, and that's how you scale. And like I mentioned before, at the peak, we were working with over 20 loan officers. Our biggest loan officer was sending us 20 deals, and I got him by first starting the program. Eventually, he got so big, he's like, dude, I'm overwhelmed with the leads. I'm really cool. I like your process, and they stuck with us. So what that tends to do is why this works is it allows you to skip the line of all the other insurance agents that are just doing this. They're just bringing donuts. They're not bringing any value versus you're bringing something of value because what it does is it tells your loan officers that you value them and you're trying to help improve their business, not just bring donuts. Now, look, you can bring donuts. So what I used to do with my big referral partners, I used to take them out to nice dinners and things like that. Whatever you're allowed to do in your area, right? I mean, every state's different. I don't know every single law against what you can do, but with my big referral partners, we should do things for them. Not only the leads, if they were sending us a lot of deals, we would do something nice for them. You can also do that on top, but you don't want to lead in with that. It builds trust, and you become very valuable to them because not only you're bringing them leads, you're also bringing them a referral from their referral partners, which they love. And as you know, if one of your mortgage people close a deal, if they're a broker and your average home is $300,000 to $400,000 nowadays, they can make anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000. You send a mortgage person a deal and they make 5 to 8K, dude, they're gonna love you. They're gonna send you all the deals. So this is what exactly what I did, and this is exactly what I'm helping other insurance agents do. On top of generating leads for insurance, for home, auto, commercial, life insurance. But this here is what got us the 15x ROI. So what I want to do is I want to show you a calculator that runs the numbers and shows you how you get a 15x return. All right, let me make myself smaller. Oops. Okay. So with the same budget that we just talked about, with the $600 budget, right? Let's assume that every LO is sending you 3 deals, because I like to work with loan officers that are already doing deals, not someone just starting off. You can start with those guys and build them up and help them along the way, because I had one loan officer that was just sending us 1 or 2 deals. By the by the time before I sold my agency, he was sending us like 12 deals. So we grew with him. But in the beginning, I like to, because you're bringing value to them and you're spending your own money. I like to work with loan officers that are already doing a couple of deals. Just want to add on to what they're doing. So let's just go with the budget of $600. Each one is sending you 3 deals, because with $600 you can have up to 8 LOs. Because remember, we like to send anywhere from 5 to 10 leads. I like to send 10 in the beginning. You can distribute them however you like. So closing at 80%, you might think this is high. This is actually low. Every time a loan officer sent us a deal, we closed 100% of the time, unless the deal fell through for whatever reason. Maybe the client bought a car before they were going to close and they couldn't close the deal. But we were closing very, very high percentage of these. And our annual home premium is 2,500. Is actually higher now in our area. I don't know what yours is. I'm just using an average, and an average of 12% commission. I don't know what commission, I'm just using averages. And then let's just say, as a bonus, you get a home deal and you only cross sell 50%. I know some people that are cross selling 80, 90% of every home sale they do, but I'm just being very conservative here at 50%. So at 50%, 3,000 annual premium, this is how you get your 15x return on your ad spend. Now, this could even be higher, because once you build a relationship with the loan officer, a lot of times you can get them where you guys do joint marketing, where they pay for their ads themselves because it's already been proven. But I'm just showing you the basics of a basic ad campaign that can get you up to 15x return. This has worked better than any other funnel that I've ever done in my insurance business, or that I've ever helped an insurance agent with. The only issue with this is you do have to prospect for loan officers, but if you're on our program, we show you how to do that. So if you guys want us to set something up like this for you, on top of generating your own insurance leads, you can just set up a call with me. We can set up the whole system for you, and also help you along the way. All right. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you.